Hey everybody, can you believe it? It is day 58. So just these 3 days left. We have our core, our chest, and our triceps today. I have a set of 25-pound dumbbells. I'm going to be using a band for some chest and tricep work. And if you don't have a band, just have some lighter dumbbells handy. I'm also going to be using a band for some core work. So with that, let's go ahead and get a little bit of warm up going. Let's come down onto our mats, hands and knees. Start hinged back in your child's pose. So sit your hips all the way back, reach your arms really far out in front. Slide your shoulder blades down now. Check in with that core. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Exhale, come forward. Bring your shoulders up over the wrist. Keep the belly strong. Hinge back. Drive forward. So think about pressing into the hands and keeping the belly really, really locked in. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, come onto your hands and knees. Shoulders over the wrists, knees right underneath your hips. We're going to take that right arm and we're going to open it up and then just land your hand open and land. Keep your hips level and draw in those transverse abdominis. 4, we're going to go 1 more. 5, other side. Inhale to lift. Exhale. 2, 3, we're getting that mobility, remember, through the mid-back. The hips stay level, and we're rotating the shoulders with the mid-back. Okay, go back to your right side. Inhale again, up. This time, thread your needle under, and we're going to hold for just a few seconds. So keep your booty up in the air. Reach that arm underneath. Keep in mind form and function. We want to set our pelvis first, get the belly going strong, and then push up, and then work from there. Inhale, left arm up. So let's see, my hips are hinging to my left, so I need to bring them back around, get that extra stretch and opening, and then slide the arm under. All right, so we are going to start off with butt-ups. So we do heel presses quite a bit, where we just try to barely push our hips up off the ground. Today, we are going to be using a band to pull our hips all the way up and push overhead. If you don't have a band, it's not a problem. Just try to find like a couch or a bench or a heavy weight or something that can anchor behind you. And the thing with the band, all that it does, it gives you kind of an anchor point, but it's not super strong, right? Because it's flexible and movable. So these are slow and controlled. Bring your legs up. Try to get them as straight as possible. So the band is going to stay on tension. You're going to drag through that core in the back. Just lower your legs as low as you can, keeping your low back on the ground. Tuck in and then push up as high as you possibly can. All right, if you're holding on to a heavy weight, your arms are just going to go back behind you holding that weight. And then again, you're going to push your hips up and then lower back down. So this lowering part is a part that you need to really keep careful watch of. Okay, because it's easy to let your hips go too far down or your legs go too far and not allow your low back to stay on the ground. So the biggest deal there is that your low back has to stay locked into the ground. All right, so this is our start. We're going to go for 10. Lower, scoop the belly, and press. There's 1. So you're in control on the drop back down. How high up can you get those feet? Scoop through that belly, get your low back driving into the ground every single time you lift and lower. Push, stay strong and grabbed through the back and the core. That was 6. Flex in deep, grab tight. 7. 8. Check in, notice where you want that pull, where you want the feeling. 9. Lower slow, grab deep into that core. Last push up. 10. Whew. Okay, settle down there. We are going to go into a little pulse crunch. We're going to go for 30. I know some of us, it's not good for us to be in a lot of crunching or yanking on the neck or pulling, which we aren't yanking on the neck. So if you need to, just keep your head on the ground. And I want you to focus on grabbing the core as you're tightening with kind of a more pronounced rapid fire breath. Okay, the rest of us, you're going to rest that head in the hands, chin tucks in. So interlace your fingers to really lock into that head hold. Chin tucks in, bring your chin into the chest and then the chest up. And then you're just exhaling and pulsing. 2, 3, 4. We're going to go to 30. Lock into the core. Feel that grab where you want the burn. So you can really build awareness of where you're getting the lock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whee! Okay, one more round of each. 10 butt ups, big full pull, and then 30 pulses. All right, lower. Oh, scoop, grab, and push. 1. 2. So you're using a lot of stability in the core in the push to get as high as you can and not fall over. 4. Stay contracted, stay grabbed. 6. 7. Remember, you lock into the core. Don't just rely on the move to get it for you. 9. 10. Woo. All right, plant your feet, rest your head in the hands, interlock your fingertips, low back into the ground, and pulse. 3, 4, 5. Keep with it. My belly's on fire too. 27, 28, 29, 30. Whee. All right. Turn it over. Let's let our bellies get a little bit of a stretch. Hands over or hands under the shoulders. And then just let your back arch and sag like you're in your good old cow position. All right, sit back on your heels, interlace your hands behind. We are going to do 10 push-ups and 20 skull crushers. We are going to go for 3 rounds of both. If you don't do a push-up, use a wall. You're welcome to stay on your knees. I'm sure I've said it in this series or before. I know I've said it, but hopefully you've heard it. But in case not, don't worry about how low you go. I'd rather you stay on your toes and get your push-up from your toes, even if the range isn't very deep. And then as you build strength and stamina through the chest and the core, you'll be able to get deeper and deeper and deeper. All right, so we're going to go for 10. You want just a standard push-up, your hands just outside your shoulders, belly locks in. Here we go. 1. Now make sure you're getting full range. 5. You're not staying just deep. 7. Get that full push all the way to the top. 9 and 10. I also like thinking of a push-up as a moving plank. So you set those hips, You grab into the core, the abdomen, and then you get your drop and push from there. Especially if you don't like push-ups, we're always ready to work our core a little harder. All right, low back in the ground, elbows squeeze in, right over your shoulders, stay relaxed through your neck. We're gonna keep our hips on the ground for now. 4, just focusing still on that core. 5, 6, focus on your triceps also. Remember, we want that bracing into the back. We've been working a lot on building awareness into the back. 11. When you brace more through the back, then you also have less of a tendency to use your neck. Don't want to use the traps for this exercise. 16, 17, see if you can stay wrapped around that core. 19, elbows squeeze in. 20. All right, bring it around. Kind of second guessing my 25-pounder there, but I think I can do it. We're in the last week. We got to find that challenge. Maybe take a couple breaks. It's fine. Here to build. We're here to add strength. All right, 10 push-ups. Work your range. Eight, 9, 10. Good job. All righty. Back into our skull crushers. So generally, a good rule of thumb on your range is to keep your dumbbell handle coming right to your hairline. Let's push our hips up this time, but make sure that you keep that flexion in the core. Here's our 1. 2, so the weight doesn't want to go, or shouldn't usually go behind the head, because then that's going to take your elbows back behind the shoulders. There's 10. Remember, we want to brace through that back. Feel free to drop your hips if you need to. You need the bracing on the floor. 3. See if you can keep track of your elbows in your periphery. 17. Check in as you fatigue. Don't let it creep to your neck. 19. 20. Whee! All right. Flip it over. Arms are tired. It's definitely been happening in these tricep and chest days. Get noodle arms. But it's been awesome. Got to dig deep, see what you're capable of. All right, here we go. Plant your hands between those thumbs, or the chest between the thumbs, and then get your last set of push-ups. 2, 3. Come on, try to keep your range. 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right. Hinge back, give those arms a little stretch. All right. And then come on up. Okay, we're going to do a little interim stretch through the arms, shoulders, and chest. So we're going to go 20 jumping jacks and then 20 seal jacks twice through. Now, if jumping doesn't work for you, it's really not necessarily what the main idea is. It's really just getting extension and expansion through those arms, okay? So flex into the back, roll the shoulders under, make sure the belly stays strong. Extend out away from those shoulders. So get your arms moving. 17, 18, 19. Now switch to your seal jacks, front and back. 10. Get that stretch across the chest. 18, 19, 20. Back overhead. There's 10. Are you watching your core? 17, 19, seal jacks. 10. Relax through the neck. 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right. We're going to move on to this band. If you don't have a band, I'll show you. Grab some lighter weights, and you have a couple different options. You can still grab the same direction of work as we're going to be doing with our band in a chest fly. You will get a little more into the shoulders as opposed to the chest. So you can lie on the ground and do a big chest fly from your back on the ground, which would be totally fine. And then from there, we're going to be pointing wrists toward the bench, towards your anchor point, and pulsing. So you're going to hinge forward with your little weights, or you can even go body weight here and pulse. I think last week we did those endurance pulses. Whew, those definitely worked on my triceps. So we're going to go 10 of the first and 20 of the second, just like we did with our push-ups and skull crushers. All right, hinge forward just a teeny bit. Find a set stance, solid stance, tuck the hips, belly strong. Just 10 of these. 2, 3. Make sure you know what's going on through the rest of the body. And then make sure you're getting into that chest. 8, 9, 10. All right, flip it around. So remember, palms are going to face your anchor point. So start with your handles just at the front of your thighs and then pull. 2, 3, 4. Open the chest. Make sure those hips are tucked under. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right, flip back around. I think I had my right leg forward last time. Switch to the left this time. Roll the shoulders back and down. Tuck the hips, belly strong. Here we go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. Whew. Okay, flip back around. Palms face your anchor point, so in front of you. 1, 2, 4. Try not to let the body hinge forward and back. 10. You feel the back stabilize. And then the triceps pull. 9, 20. Whee. All right. Last round, friends. Set in through the core. Hands open wide. Arms are out. 2. Be in charge as the arms open back behind you. 4. So don't allow the band to just slingshot your arms. 7, tight around that core, through the rib cage. 9, 10. All right, here we go. Find your stance. 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 10. Hopefully you have that stack, heels, hips, shoulders. 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew, all right, I'm gonna lean forward. Give my arms a little forward stretch here. Stretch through your neck and shoulders. Okay, we have one last round. 10 tricep push-ups and then 20 chest press. I'm going to try to stick with my 25s here for my chest press. Tricep push-ups are a narrow push-up. We've been doing those quite a bit from the ground. If from the ground doesn't work, even on your knees, which I am sure I'm going to be using, feel free to use a box to elevate yourself, or a wall, or even like a bench. So if you make that plank position, you can kind of just drop and push from there. Whew, still feel your triceps because we've been working on them. Otherwise, grab your weights, bring your elbows up, and you're going to do kickbacks. Okay, here we go. Rotate your elbows back toward your toes. Squeeze that core and hold strong. 10, 9, 8. Whew. 4, got through 5. 3, 2, and 1. Watch those hands when you're doing push-ups, planks, anything like that. But I really have to watch push-ups. I really keep my thumb and first finger positioned to hold weight there. Otherwise, you're going to rock to pinky side of your hand, the palm, and that's going to put pressure where you don't want it on your wrist. All right, here we go. Strong wrist. I'm going to keep my back packed into the ground this one. Here's 1. Press your weights right up over your chest. 3, you should be able to keep the back pretty much in contact with the floor. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Come on. Flex through that core, brace into the back. 2 more. 1. All right. I will not be able to use those next sets. Going down. I don't have my 20s on the ready, so we'll go to 12s. No biggie. Okay. Remember, we want to spread open those hands. Bring your shoulders up over the wrists. 1, 2, 3. Focus on that core. 5. Keep going if you can. Got those noodle arms. Hardly any juice left. 2 to go. And 1. Oh my goodness. Whew. That's how you progress, get stronger. You have to figure out your limitations, be willing to put it out there, and then adjust and switch it up when you need. All right. I'm going to hold a glute bridge this time, your choice. Slide those shoulder blades down, flex into those glutes. 2, nice and controlled. 3. Watch your shoulder heads. 5. They like to roll forward. That's why a lot of people end up with shoulder issues from doing much chest press or bench press. It's actually not that functional of a move. It's kind of why we haven't been doing as many. It's not that they're bad, but they're just not necessary for a super high functioning body. We need more back, more core, glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, much more doable. All right. Last round through. And then we'll get to stretch. All right, spread through those fingertips, nice and wide. Elbows tuck in. Here we go. Just keep pushing until you can't get another one. Ooh, 7 for me. 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right. Nice job. Okay, I'm going to see what I can do. My 25s, and then I'll get rid of them. Maybe one, maybe none. All right. Here we go. Lock into the core. Shoulder heads roll back. Definitely did a good job pre-fatiguing the chest. Okay, 5. Whew, I'll take it. Again, reset. Core strong. 6, 7, 8, 10. Scan the body. Check in. What are you using to help support? 18, 19, 20. Whee! All right. Nice job. Nice job. All right. Start off with those arms overhead. Reaching back behind. And then find a position that feels good on your back. So right now I have a natural arch. Still bracing gently through the core, but not worried about that low back on the ground. And then just see if you've got any more reach in those arms. Pull the shoulders up off the ground. So kind of round, and then bring your elbows wide, like you're goal posting, and then set your elbows out wide. See if you can get the backs of the shoulders down now. The backs of the elbows, outsides of the elbows, the wrists, and the palms. So then relax and notice. So the back of my left shoulder is on the ground. The back of my right shoulder is not. So just gonna have to feel set in. I kind of pull can pull it down. But it's good to notice your tendencies, where the joints are rotating, what you need to use, where you might be tight. I actually think some of it is buildup of the back muscle. I definitely have a stronger, more built back on the right side. I'm right-handed. Okay, and then go ahead and see what happens when you push your low back into the ground. Drive that back down. Grip into the core. My arms got better. My shoulders set better. Relax. See what happens. Contract. See what happens. And then take both feet. Make sure they're about mat width to the left. Take both knees to the left, sorry. And then take that left knee, left foot, put it on top of the right knee. And then keep those arms in that goalpost position and just try to relax through the upper body. Release your foot, come back to the middle. Okay, so feet are about mat width. Lower your knees to the right. Keep your goalpost position in the arms, and then take your right foot and put it on top of the left knee. Relax through the chest, the shoulders, the neck. And then again, just notice what happens with the body. So I've been talking a lot about posture when we're standing. Okay, release, extend your legs straight out in front of you. So posture when we're standing, but I think we can also find a lot of kind of tendencies when we're on the ground, right? When we're just hanging out, lying flat. What do you feel? What feels in place? What feels out of place? Reach your arms way up overhead. Take a deep inhale, exhale, pull the arms forward over your toes. Reach. Fantastic job, everybody. These have definitely been a little bit of doozies to get through recently. Interlace your hands behind. Open that chest. It's been fun hearing from you all that, yeah, it's a struggle, just like it is for me, but you're getting it done. It's awesome to realize and recognize you're getting stronger, building strength and conditioning. So keep up the good work. I'll see you tomorrow. 2 more days.